Hi everyone! Welcome to this video about tips and tricks for memorizing your times tables. Tip number 1, perhaps the most obvious and most dreaded, is practice is key. Be consistent and thorough with your practice. Repetition will help you get these times tables down. Tip number 2, find patterns. Patterns can be found everywhere in numbers, but especially the times tables, and this makes it easier as our brains like to remember patterns. For example, one of the most obvious patterns I find is the 9. So as we see, 9 times 2 is 18, and 9 times 9 is 81, and these are just simply reverses of each other. This pattern can be found throughout the entire 9s, as in 9 times 3 is 27, and 9 times 8 is 72. And they work their way in towards the middle. This is one example of many patterns that can be found all throughout. See how many you can spot. My third and final tip, memorize base numbers first. So for most people, these base numbers would be the 5s or the 10s because they tend to be the easiest, and use these as reference points for more difficult numbers. Let's take 8 times 6 for instance. You might not know immediately, but if we had memorized our base numbers, we would know 8 times 5. 8 times 5 is 40, and 8 times 6 is just one more 8, so we can just add 8 to 40 and we get 48. So just a quick recap. Practice, practice, practice. Find patterns and memorize base numbers first. Let's try a few practice problems before you go. And here are the answers. Did you get them right? If not, keep practicing using my tips. Hopefully, we'll see improvement.